Hi friends, today we're making soft homemade mandazi. Mandazi is a slightly sweet East African fried dough that's usually enjoyed with tea, and it's one of those recipes that feels simple but also really comforting. This version is made with baking powder instead of yeast, so there's no long waiting time, and it's perfect if you're craving mandazi but don't want to wait for the dough to rise. We're starting with the wet ingredients first. In the bowl of my stand mixer, I'm adding eggs, sugar, melted butter, and milk. Then I'm just going to beat this together until everything is smooth and well combined. Starting with the wet ingredients, help everything blend together evenly once we add the flour. Now in a separate bowl, I'm mixing the dry ingredients. We have all-purpose flour, baking powder, a little salt, and cardamom. Cardamom is really what gives mandazi that warm, traditional flavor. When you smell mandazi cooking, that spice is usually what you're noticing first. Once the dry ingredients are mixed together, we're going to slowly add them into the mixer. Add a little at a time while the mixer is on low speed so the flour incorporates evenly. As the flour goes in, you'll see the mixture start transforming from a batter into a soft dough. You don't want the dough to be too sticky, but you also don't want it to be too dry. Mandazi dough should feel soft and slightly smooth. If it feels a little sticky, you can always add a tablespoon of flour at a time. Now this next step is important. Even though we're not using yeast, we're going to let the dough rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. Resting the dough allows the flour to fully hydrate and the gluten to relax. This makes the dough easier to roll out, and it also helps the mandazi come out softer once they're fried. After the dough has rested, lightly flour your surface and roll the dough out into about ½ inch thick. Then cut the dough into triangles or squares. Mandazi can really be any shape, but triangles are the classic look. Before frying, I like to let the cut pieces sit for another few minutes while the oil heats up. This little rest helps the mandazi puff up nicely when they hit the hot oil. Now heat your oil to about 350 degrees. Carefully place the mandazi into the oil and fry until they're golden brown. They'll usually puff up and float to the surface pretty quickly. Turn them once so both sides get that beautiful golden color. The smell at this point is amazing. That cardamom combined with the fried dough is what makes mandazi so special. Once they're golden, remove them from the oil and place them on a paper towel so any excess oil can drain. And just like that, you have soft homemade mandazi. These are perfect with a hot cup of tea, especially in the afternoon or on a cozy morning. Soft on the inside, lightly crisp on the outside, and just sweet enough. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more recipes like this. And as always, thank you for cooking with me.